Her heart. Character names. Maya, older sister. Zara, younger sister. Tanya, Maya's friend. Location, urban neighborhood park. Her eyes. Maya points to a tiny flower pushing through a crack in the sidewalk. It has a slender stalk, stretching toward the sun, its petals a vibrant shade of violet. Maya would call it delicate, but I suspect it's simply resilient and might last until the next storm. Zara, she says, her voice light and airy. It means princess. You've been saving that one, haven't you? Yes, she replies, sounding breathless. I glance down at the flower. With its small yet lively blooms, it stands out against the dull concrete. So why this flower? You know it won't survive many days. Ignoring my question, she gestures toward a nearby bush with fuchsia flowers. Name that one. I tighten my grip on her hand. Maya, let's just go home. Maya, she corrects me softly. If I say Maya and name the bush, will you let me take you home without any more stops? I've got a meeting with Tanya. She turns her dark brown eyes toward me, their depth reflecting the spark of childhood wonder and light. Mine are the same shade, but filled with the weight that comes from being her older sister and guardian. Fine, she relents. What can we call this bush? I pause to think. What about Lila, meaning playful? Ah, she beams, perfect. Her hair. In just a couple of hours, Zara will be all set for her first day of school, and my summer with her will come to an end. I enrolled her in the community school's lunch program starting once my first semester of college begins. I don't want her to be eating whatever junk I manage to fix while juggling homework and house chores. She deserves more than microwave meals and chips. Zara dances into the room, wearing a bright purple dress with matching leggings covered in stars. She twirls, showing off her outfit. In one arm, she clutches her favorite baby names book, a gift from our parents. This outfit is called Celeste, she announces proudly. It means heavenly. I chuckle. That's a lovely name. Thanks, she says. She skips to the bathroom. Can you do my hair? Sure, I reply. As she positions herself on a stool in front of me, I mention, Tanya is coming with me to drop you off, since we're planning to grab dinner right after. Is that okay? Zara nods eagerly. I forgot what Tanya means, she ponders. Can you remind me? It means fairy queen, I answer. I had looked it up right after Tanya, and I had agreed to go out, thinking how Zara might feel about it. I fetch a special hairbrush from beneath the sink, designed for Zara's hair type. It had belonged to Mom, who understood how to care for it. We share half Nigerian roots, but I took after Dad with my lighter features, while Zara bears an unmistakable resemblance to Mom. Mom would have done her hair in lovely styles, while I struggled to keep it neat. She left us what she could in her will, but now we have to make do until I can secure a stable income after college. It's a constant worry. I can't help but think how different Zara's hair would look if Mom were here. Have you named this brush too? I ask, trying to lighten the mood. Yes, Zara says, her face lighting up. It's named Asha. It means hope. I wish I could do more for your hair, I apologize softly. I'm sorry, I don't know everything like Mom did. Asha says she might help too, Zara adds, her eyes glinting with inspiration. Really? I'll ask her for you, okay? I say, deciding to let Zara's curls dance freely today. Her hair is a wild, wonderful cloud of curls, framing her face perfectly. She truly is my little angel. Her hands. Zara has those magic fingers. When she points at something, it's as if she's conjured a spell, making it beautiful. She'll see an old, rusted park bench and say with glee, Jasmine. It means gift from God. And suddenly, it isn't just a bench, it feels sacred and full of stories. She'll point to a well-kept birdhouse at the edge of the park and exclaim, Felix. A lucky friend. Suddenly, it's a home, filled with warmth and welcome. She'll find a cat lounging lazily in the sunlight and declare aria, meaning air and song. And instantly you envision a magical world where the cat sings lullabies. We're at the park now. Zara is skipping around, her laughter mingling with Tanya's encouraging words as they explore. I sit on a bench with the baby names book resting on my lap, the title glimmering in the afternoon sun. A slight chill fills the air, and I glance at Zara, ensuring she has her jacket. I notice she's wearing Tanya's oversized jacket, nearly swallowing her whole. But now Tanya's arms are bare, so I get up quietly and go to offer my jacket instead. As I approach, Zara glances at me and raises her hand to show me her pointing finger, slender and graceful. I drape the jacket over Tanya's shoulders and grab Zara's hand, waiting for her to speak. Amara, she says, her voice soft and melodic. Eternal. And suddenly, they're not just friends, they're lifelong companions. Her smile. Today marks a year since our parents passed away. I find myself in Tanya's compact dorm, filled with banners, colored balloons, and laughter. She approaches me, holding a slice of cake with a bright smile. Happy 19th. She sings out, knowing today bears a weight beyond mere birthday wishes. Thanks, Tanya. It's our first celebration this way, and despite my effort to smile, it feels as if a deep void has settled in my chest. Tanya's expression softens as she leans closer. Do you want to go home for a bit? Yes, please, I respond gratefully. Once we reach the house, I tell the babysitter she can leave early. I tried to engage her in activities, but she only wanted to read that name's book, the babysitter explains apologetically before leaving. She didn't want to be around me much. I gently pat her on the arm. It's okay, I've been urging her to take a break from that book for months now. Zara is in her room when I knock on the door. I rush inside and try to lift her, but it turns into a warm hug, her long limbs slipping down. She's grown so tall. I'm sorry, I whisper into her bushy curls, which smell of peaches, thanks to the shampoo Tanya suggested. I shouldn't have left you alone today. Tears well up in her eyes momentarily, and I pull her back. She squeezes me tighter before darting to Tanya, who welcomes her with open arms. The smile Zara manages to give me is faint, but still glimmers with the magic of her spirit. If you have more requests or need further changes, feel free to ask. Zara and Tanya sit together on the floor, surrounded by colorful balloons that sway gently with every small breeze that manages to sneak through the slightly open window. I sit on the edge of the bed, watching them exchange giggles as they pop a few balloons and watch the remnants float away. Zara, Tanya says, her voice laced with warmth, how about we make a wish together? Everyone can use a little magic today. Zara's eyes light up like I've never seen before, and she nods vigorously. Yes. I want to make a big wish. Tanya turns to me, her gaze gentle but insistent. Maya, come join us. With a soft smile, I slide off the bed and kneel beside them. Tanya holds out a bright blue balloon with glittering stars. This one is for you, Zara. Fill it with your wish and then we'll let it go together. Zara takes a deep breath and closes her eyes, her small hands clasping the balloon tightly. I wish for Mom and Dad to be back just for today. I want to see them and tell them everything that's been happening. My heart constricts at her words, a familiar ache washing over me. I wish too, more than anything, that I could share this moment with them. Once Zara opens her eyes, she looks at me with determination. Mom used to say that wishing makes a part of our hearts stay alive. Do you think it still works, Maya? I swallow hard and nod, swallowing back the tears that threaten to spill. Absolutely, it does, Zara. Our wishes can keep their memories alive, and they are always with us in our hearts. Okay, she says thoughtfully, can you help me say it? We all put our heads together as Tanya, Zara, and I whisper our wishes into the balloon before Zara lets it float up toward the ceiling. It gets stuck among the various other decorations, and we laugh as we gently coax it free. Eventually, I make sure it makes its way through the open window and into the sky, where it dances in the luminescent twilight. Her laughter. After the moment passes, Tanya proposes we do something special to honor this day. How about we create our own little celebration? Something that reminds us of all the beautiful memories we have of your parents. I chuckle lightly. What did you have in mind? We can make a memory jar. We could write down all of our favorite moments and memories we had with them and fill it up. Then, whenever we're feeling low, we can read them together, Tanya suggests, her excitement infectious. Zara claps her hands in delight. Yes. I want to write about the time Mom took us to the park, and we had that picnic in the sunshine. Perfect. Tanya encourages, and I can feel a lift in my spirit as I join in with their enthusiasm. We gather supplies from around the room, including scrap paper, colorful markers, and an empty glass jar that Tanya had saved from her last batch of cookies. Each of us begins to write, and with every memory that fills the little slips of paper, the warmth of nostalgia washes over me. As Zara writes, she pauses occasionally to glance at me. I can see her processing each memory, the little smiles breaking forth every now and then, illuminating her face like the sun piercing through clouds. When she finished writing about the picnic, she looks at me shyly. What was your favorite memory with them, Maya? I pause, taken aback by the question. I want to share such happiness, but also the weight we've carried since that day. I remember the summer trips we used to take to the beach. The way Dad would build the biggest sandcastles, and Mom would always try to capture the perfect photo of us splashing in the waves. That sounds wonderful, Zara says, a dreamy look in her eyes. Can you write that one down too? Of course, I said, smiling. Let me find a piece of paper. As I scribble down the memories, I relish the process of honoring their spirits. Each word stirs a blend of emotions inside me. Suddenly, Tanya interrupts my thoughts. Zara, do you remember the dance parties we had in the living room? Zara giggles, and her eyes sparkle with mischief. Yes. I wanted to wear that glittery outfit Mom made for me. Remember, I spun around like a ballerina. Absolutely. I can still hear your little giggles. Tanya adds, sharing a sweet glance with Zara. Her spirit. As our jar fills up with colorful memories, I realize just how special this day has turned out to be. While there's an ache in my heart for what we've lost, I also feel an overwhelming amount of love surrounding us. Once the jar is full, we sit around it, admiring what we created. Tanya leans in, her voice soft but steady. We may not have them with us anymore, but we keep their love alive in our stories and our hearts. No one or nothing can take away these bonds we share. Zara nods, her expression serious, yet hopeful. And we can tell them about our lives, even if they're up in the stars. With that, we share our vision for how we'll keep remembering them moving forward. Each of us promises to read the memories in the jar at least once a month. It's a commitment to remember, to hold on, and to celebrate love and family no matter how time shifts the world around us. I wrap my arms around both of them in a tight hug, feeling an overwhelming sense of peace settle in the air. In this moment, we are so much more than our loss. We are love, laughter, and memories, the very essence of family that transcends even the toughest battles we face. Let's make more memories together, I whisper, my heart feeling lighter than it has in a long time. As we smile at one another, I know that as long as we have each other, we will always have the magic of our connections alive. And that's just the beginning. If you'd like to continue the story or make further changes or requests, let me know. As we settle back into our cozy circle, the atmosphere buzzes with an unspoken excitement about the future we're about to craft together. Zara's bright laughter fills the room like music, serving as a reminder of all the joy we can still share. Okay, Tanya says, breaking the comfortable silence that envelopes us. What's next on our celebration agenda? Zara's eyes gleam with possibilities. Can we bake something? Like cookies or a cake? Mom and Dad always made baking fun. A warm pang hits my chest, but I push through the moment. Absolutely. Let's celebrate with cookie decorating. It's simple and we can make a total mess. Yay! Zara jumps up, her enthusiasm contagious. We head to the kitchen, gathering ingredients that I've managed to stockpile. Flour flies, bowls clank, and laughter echoes with every little spill. We mix and knead, the process becoming a delightful chaos, intertwining our efforts with memories of baking together, especially the time we attempted rainbow cookies and ended up with a colorful kitchen disaster. As we bake, Zara suggests names for each cookie we create. This one can be Smiley, she squeals, as she molds a dough ball with the best of her artistic flair. Soon, we have an array of cookies that range from whimsical shapes to hilarious faces. I look down at the mess we've created, the mixture of dough and laughter a beautiful sight. With the cookies freshly baked and cooling on the counter, I turn to Zara and Tanya. While we wait for them to cool, why don't we read a few memories from the jar? They both settle into comfortable positions on the kitchen floor, eagerly awaiting the stories. I pull out a slip of paper, smoothing it out before reading aloud. I remember the first time we had a picnic at the beach. We packed sandwiches, fries, and fruit. Zara insisted on trying to build the tallest sandcastle, and we all helped. It collapsed right when Dad decided to take a picture. Laughter bubbles from Zara, her eyes wide with nostalgia. That was mortifying. Tanya adds, and yet, it turned into one of the funniest memories. Your expressions were priceless. We continue to read memory after memory, each slipping away with its own story, laughter, or a nostalgic tear. When we finish, Zara looks radiantly happy. We should make our own new memories too, Zara suggests brightly. Something fun and special. How about we have a mini dance party? Tanya proposes. Yes. That's perfect. Zara gleefully agrees, springing to her feet with renewed energy. Tanya and I share a warm glance, and moments later Zara has set up a tiny speaker she found. As music fills the kitchen, we begin to dance, letting loose, allowing the rhythm to wash over us. Zara spins and I can't help but join her, letting every worry and fear evaporate under the jubilant lights, if only for a moment. Tanya spins with us, and laughter erupts as we create our own little world where nothing matters beyond this fleeting joy. Her future. The evening begins winding down as an array of colored sprinkles, icing, and assorted decorations lie scattered around us. The cookies lay before us, adorned with our artwork, frosted messages and simple decorations that tell the story of our day. As we sit together at the kitchen table, ready to take our first bite of our creations, I'm flooded with appreciation for this ordinary yet extraordinary day. It echoes with the spirit of a celebration that not only honors the past but also embraces the future. Here's to new memories. Zara cheers, raising a cookie in her delicate hand. To family, Tanya adds, lifting her cookie as well. And to love, I finish, raising my cookie high above the table, feeling the warmth spread through my heart. As we take our first bites, laughter erupts once more, the sugar quickly lifting our spirits. For tonight, nothing else matters. We've created a space that feels safe, where we can still be our silly, loving selves. Later, when the night draws closer, I tuck Zara into bed, the echoes of giggles still reverberating in the air. I sit at the edge, listening as she recounts the day's adventures through sleep-laden words. Maya, she murmurs, her eyelids fluttering slightly. Yes, Zara. I'm happy, she whispers, snuggling deeper into her blankets. I'm happy too, I reply, brushing her curls gently. Promise we'll make more memories like today. Promise, I say, my heart swelling with the answer. As I step out of her room, I linger for a moment, watching her small frame cozy against the sheets. The world outside may be uncertain, but deep within, I know we have something strong and special together. We are learning to carry the weight of the past while crafting a future filled with laughter, love, and our own magic. Tomorrow, we will create more memories together, stronger and closer than ever, remembering that our family's legacy isn't just in our past, but in every precious moment we choose to hold on to in the present and future. As I close the door with a soft click, I step into the glow of the evening, a sense of peace enveloping me. I am ready to face tomorrow, knowing in my heart that love will always guide us home.